Here we are. Once again, it's the Keyboard Kingpin. I know it's been a while, but we're going to keep things moving a lot quicker. And today we got an analog classic for you. Some wood grain, legacy-ass Roland Piano Plus 11, also known as the Ep-11. This is the only Roland analog keyboard I know of with a built-in analog drum machine. If you guys know any other analog Roland keyboards with an analog drum machine built into them, go ahead and leave a comment in the description. I know there's, like the D50s, the D20s, all those have drums in them, of course. Those are all digital samples or PCM, whatnot. This bad boy is all analog, so we're going to get into this and we're going to explore it a little bit. So you guys kick on back. Here we go again. Keyboard Kingpin. Let's do it. The Roland Piano Plus 11, also known as the EP-11. As you see in this photo, the keyboard comes in a nice cream color, which is very sought after, and would have been a nice touch to my studio. However, as in with life, I get stuck with the shitty knockoff wood grain. Anyway, enough with my struggle. You guys came here for the analog drums. Now keep in mind, these are all presets. There's only 8 different patterns. You can't take out any sounds, lower any individual drums. There's no fills, no fade-ins, no fade-outs, no holding multiple buttons down to combine patterns. Let's quit playing around. Here are the patterns. Let's dive a little bit now into the autoplay feature. On my Roland EP personally, I like to go ahead and tune it down a little to get some deeper sounds. Such an analog classic. Sometimes you just gotta play around and see what sounds good. There's 5 sounds or tones. You can play them individually or you could combine. I'm going to play them now individually. Now, my favorite combination of tones would be the piano 2 with harpsichord 3. For how easily obtainable this keyboard is and how cheap they are, anywhere from $200 to $5 at most, I recommend you grab one if you come across one. You could call this Roland's Swiss Army knife. Not exactly the Champ model, definitely not the Hercules model. This one would be more like the Mini Classic SD. You know, the one with a nail file and a pair of tweezers. You ain't sawing down no branches, but you could remove the splinters and file a hangnail. So let's go ahead and kick the beat, which is going to be nothing but mostly Roland Ep-11 sounds as far as the drums. However, there are going to be some slowed down arpeggios you hear coming from another analog classic. Roland Ep-09 has that classic 808 color scheme on it. That's a keyboard I'm going to talk about later. But right now, let's go ahead and rock that Ep-11, Ep-09 beat. Here we go. All right, guys, what do you think? The Roland Piano Plus 11, also known as the EP-11, one of my all-time favorites. I do have an EP-9 that I like a lot as far as their Piano Plus series goes. This is definitely the dopest. With the analog drum sounds in there, you're not going to find that in any other Roland keyboard, especially from this time, from this era. You know, if you want digital PCM drum sounds, you get those in the later Rolands, but you're not going to find in the old analog Rolands a drum machine built into them like this with the auto rhythm selection in sync with the autoplay on the bass and everything. It's a really nice feature, guys. If you come across one of these at the Goodwill or any kind of thrift store anywhere out in the wild, you better go ahead and grab it. It's a nice unit that keep climbing in price. It's kind of like a little mini TR-808 in a sense. You get some cool sounds. It sounds kind of like an 808. You can mess with the tone it down and all that. But anyway, one of my favorites, guys. What do you think? Leave a comment in the description. If you have one of these, if you want one of these, talk about it. Let me know. Dope unit. If you share my enthusiasm, go ahead, like, subscribe. You know who it is. Keyboard Kingpin. Till I see you again. We out. Peace.